All right, we coming with another correctional officer video for my corrections family. We're going to talk a little bit about why high emotional intelligence is important for correctional officers, man. You have to keep your emotions in check when you are behind that wall, when you're dealing with inmates, you're dealing with problematic inmates on a daily basis. You have to always be in control of your emotions and not let your emotions get the best of you. So let's talk about this a little bit, man. We're going to go over some stuff. You know, when you have high emotional intelligence, you don't let the aspects of the job, the negative parts of the job, you don't let it get to you. It doesn't affect you as much. You know, when you aren't in control of your emotions, the daily toll, the daily grind, dealing with a negative environment, dealing with the stressful situations, dealing with those problematic inmates, that's when it starts to take a toll. And you have to be emotionally strong. You have to be emotionally intelligent, and you have to have everything in order upstairs when it comes to your mental health, your emotional intelligence, man. Otherwise, the job is just going to eat you alive. It's going to chew you up and swallow you out, man. And you're going to be like, damn, what's going on? That's when you start to become disgruntled. That's when you start to have a drinking problem. You start to show up to work. You dreading work, this and that, man. You got to remember, man, at the end of the day, you get to go home. And you got to remember this, you have a life outside of the prison, man. Don't let corrections run your life and live rent-free in your head 24/7. You know, I know you're going to see some stuff. You're going to see bad stuff in your career. I've seen plenty bad stuff in my career, plenty negative stuff. I've had plenty negative things said to me, man. But, you know, I got thick skin. And like I say, my emotional intelligence is pretty high. So a lot of that stuff, man, I dismiss it. And I keep living my life. I keep going on. I clock out. It's a new day. As long as I get to go home, I'm good. This is the next reason why you got to have a high emotional intelligence, man. You can respond better when the inmates push your buttons, man. When you working in them units, you know the inmates going to try you. They're going to play games. They're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to compromise you. They're going to try to push every little button that they can, man, to try to get under your skin and see what they can get away with. When you got high emotional intelligence, man, you stay cool and calm, and you just respond to their actions, man. You don't blow up. You don't lose your cool. You don't got then crash out, start cussing them out, start flipping tables and turning chairs over. You know what I'm saying? Becoming assaultive. You then put your hands on the inmate, use excessive force. You got to keep that in check. They gonna try you every day, man. That's their job too, man. You can't even be mad at them for doing what their job is. That's an inmate's job. You know, that's one of the main things they do. If you work in corrections, you will know. If you haven't been yet behind that wall on the units, you will see it probably the first day you work on the unit by yourself. You're going to see the type of games that they play, the type of buttons they try to push, man, to get over on you and to get underneath your skin, man. Stay strong, stay solid. This is the next reason why you got to have high emotional intelligence, man. You could better understand why some problematic inmates act the way they do. When you look at some inmates and it's like they always in trouble, they just always causing problems. They disruptive, and they might not do enough for them to get in trouble and go to the shoe, but they have been to the shoe. But a lot of it's just like a problematic inmate. It's like damn, like a mosquito in the summertime, man. You can't see it until it gets you, and then next thing you know, you itching. Now you got a hive, man. He flew up before you even knew what happened. That's how some of these inmates are, man. They like a pain in the ass. I get it, man. I can relate. When you got high emotional intelligence, man, you could better understand and see where they coming from. Some of these inmates, man, they not right in their head, man. They got serious mental health issues. Some of these inmates, man, if you went and see where they came from before they were locked up or the type of life they were living, you will understand why they cause the problems they do sometimes. And you probably can better relate, and you could probably come up with a better strategy, you know, when dealing with these inmates. You know, all right, bet. This inmate, man, why are he always acting like that? And then I start to do some digging and research on him on the computer. Oh, okay. He come from he bounced around from foster home to foster home, and he committed his first crime when he was 15 years old. He's been locked up ever since, man. He never really, you know, matured and got to that stage where now he's not causing problems or trying to be a problematic inmate. Now he's just trying to do his time and go home. You know, he want to follow the rules. He's always been turned up or causing issues. Okay, I get where he's coming from, man. This dude been doing time since he was a kid. He still got that kid mindset. You know, you working with younger inmates, you know, you expect them to try to buck. They trying to be cool for the other inmates. They might be in the gang, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. They ain't really did no time, but they turned up and they wilding out. You know, you got to understand where they coming from. You got to be able to relate to them on their level. But come down to their level and you could probably better manage these inmates better, you know. You pull them to the side. Don't try to, you know, address situations in front of their friends, because then they're going to try to showboat, show out. You know, I pull them to the side. Well, hey, what's the deal, man? Why you always acting like that, man? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Help me to get it. You know, I got a job to do, and you obviously are out of bounds, and you are making a scene on the unit, or you doing this and that, and you know that's a problem, that's an issue, man. Let's come to a resolution and let's get it together. Sometimes you got to have them one-on-one, heartfelt talks with them, man, and come down to their level so you can really see where they coming from and try to come up with a better strategy, a better play to get them to do what you need them to do. This is the next reason why you got to have high emotional intelligence, man. Once you are able to keep your cool and not blow up in most situations, man, you are in control of a lot of situations. You know, stuff happens. Inmate, he on the phone, he find out his girl cheating on him. He slammed the phone, break the phone, shit like that. He the damn busted out the window. You know, stay under control. Don't try to react to the situation how he's reacting. You know, yeah, he's under a lot of duress. He just had some bad news delivered to him, and, you know, he found out his girl was cheating and she's leaving him to go be with another dude. You know, I get it, man, you know, but at the same time, I got to explain to this inmate, yo, you just broke the phone. You know, you probably going to have to pay restitution, and you're going to have to pay to get that phone repaired out of your commissary or restitute. I don't know how they do that, you know, but I'm going to have to write you a shot. It is what it is. I'm sorry you went through that. I'm sorry that you had to get that news delivered to you. I feel for you, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know I got a job to do. And, you know, I'm being reasonable. I've never given you any problem. I've never busted your balls unnecessarily. Stuff like that, man. You know, keep your cool. When you got that high, you in check with your emotions. You don't just blow up when they blow up. The inmate, you know, cussing you out. You know, you might take only so much before you had to match his energy, but just because an inmate cussed me, I'd have been cussed out plenty times, man. I'd have been cussed out. Mental health inmate, he ain't even taking his meds, man. That dude, he all the way out there. He just start he be cussing himself out. So you see what I'm saying? You got to understand who you dealing with sometimes. This is the next reason why you got to have that high emotional intelligence, man. When the workplace drama comes your way, man, you could duck and dodge and maneuver around all that. This is one thing, too, about corrections. You know, you're not only going to get problems from the inmates, you're going to get problems for your coworkers. See, when you working behind that wall, you're going to run into the gossip, the rumor mill. People starting rumors about you, talking about you behind your back. I done heard so much stuff get back to me. Oh, people that say I'm sleeping with this nurse, I'm sleeping with this female officer. I think I'm this, I think I'm that. And I got, like I said, I got that high emotional intelligence. So a lot of times I just blow that off, man. Hey, that's how you feel about me? Cool, man. I know what the truth is. God know what the truth is. I ain't done nothing wrong. I ain't bothering you, man. I just come here to get my money, do my hours, and skate. Skate on out your way. I'm trying to stay out y'all's way, man. I ain't got nothing to prove. If that's how you feel, that's what they said that. When people come up to me and say, all right, bet, man. A lot of times I don't even say nothing, man. I just be like, hey, you know, people gonna have some kind of opinion of you or feel some type of way about you, man. Especially when you a dude like me, man, you mind your business, get your money, and you stay out the way, and you just do you. When you do you, some people don't like that, man. It's like, damn, man. And I'm like, bro, you got the same 24 hours as me. I ain't done nothing to you. I ain't worried about what you doing. I'm just minding my business, doing me, man. Hey, people love you differently, man. At the end of the day, it's all love, man. But when you got that high intelligence up here and your emotions in check, man, you don't just crash out. He said what? She said this or that, and then you go confront that officer who crashed out. Now you done damn got suspended or lost your job because you done walked up on them punched them in the face, shit like that, man. Just let that shit go. There ain't nothing but chatter. That's all it is, man. Your check's still right, ain't it? Your direct deposit hit and all your overtime money was on the check. So shit, ain't no problem. I'm cool. As long as my money good and I ain't got no issue or no smoke, I'm good. It's a good day. I go home, live my life. They can think what they want to think, man. It don't matter to me, man. I know what I think of myself. This is the next reason why you got to have that high emotional intelligence, man. When you come across situations working in corrections, you don't panic. You don't just freak out and completely lose control of the situation. A fight break out. An inmate have a heart attack. An inmate committed suicide. You got to have your emotions in check so you can respond and you can react. If you crash out and goddamn, now you a problem. Now we got two problems. You feel me? Inmate that fell out and damn blood coming out his mouth. You done freaked out, passed out. Goddamn, now we got an inmate that's down with a medical emergency, and now we got a coworker that's down. You feel me? You got to keep all that in check so you can spring into action. You can goddamn grab your walkie-talkie. Say, I got whatever you call it in, whatever you got going on. I got a medical emergency or I need assistance on my unit. Boom. Now, okay, I got my walkie-talkie. I done called it in. Let me put on some gloves, man, and administer some medical aid to this inmate till medical arrives. You feel me? That's why you got to stay on point. You can't freak out, man. Stay under control. Stay cool. Stay cool like the other side of the pillow, baby. This is the last thing I'm going to leave y'all with, man. When it comes to this emotional intelligence, you know, even outside of correction, even in your day-to-day life, when you ain't at work, having emotional intelligence is critical. It'll help you when you go through traumatic times in your life, you go through difficult situations, and you got that high emotional intelligence, you can bounce back quicker. You're more resilient. I want you to think on a situation in your life, man, that was traumatic or it was like life-changing. Think how you reacted to the situation overall. You know, you naturally going to have some negative emotions. You're going to feel sad, angry, depressed. Like, why did this happen to me? But if you approach the situation and you had your emotions in check and you stay optimistic about it throughout the whole entire ordeal, 9 times out of 10, when you look back on it, you will sit down and realize, I bounced back quicker. I came back quicker. You feel me? Everything I've been through in my life, you know, I always stay optimistic. As long as I wake up, I got a fighting chance. I can fix it. It's another day. I got another chance. So keep them emotions in check, man. Don't let stuff that you can't control. Don't let every little situation get the best of you, man. Don't let it get under your skin. Sometimes you just got to miss stuff. That ain't nothing, man. Laugh it off, man. You're going to be good. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale on my website. Shop with me on my website. Y'all got any input, thoughts, comments on this video, make sure I drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.